Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? This is LBS. For those of you that don't know me, that's low blood sugar, which is my Xbox Live gamer tag. Today I'm bringing you guys some footage from the new game Ace Combat Assault Horizon. I'm probably one of the few people that went and got this on release day. I was really looking forward to it because I'm an Ace Combat fan and have been since PS2 when I played Ace Combat 4. Mobius 1 is still the man. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm going to give you 2 internets. Now, right here to start the mission off, we're in Dubai, as you can see, and I'm flying an F-14 Tomcat. I'm cycling through the different camera views there. You have the view that I like to use, which is the cockpit view. You have the other view, which is just a HUD view, which is, yes, I think it's really good for beginners to use, actually, and the other one is a third-person view. I think a lot of people are going to use that third-person view, and it has a lot of benefits. You can see the combat area a lot better. You can also see missiles coming at you much easier. But I like the little touch of realism, so I'm going to go with the cockpit view. That's what I've done ever since I've been playing Ace Combat, dating back to PS2. Reasons I was looking forward to this game coming out, as you know, like a lot of people, I've been playing Call of Duty, those types of games, and outside of that, I've been playing a lot of RPGs. Well, I want a game that had all the action that Call of Duty had, but without the BS and without being a standard FPS shooter. So this game, you know, when I heard they were coming out with a new Ace Combat game, I said, that's going to be perfect. I was already a fan coming in, so I knew what to expect. This game did deliver on all my expectations. For those of you not familiar with the series, I'll talk about it a little bit. First off, it is basically like an arcade flight sim. And as you can see, it is action-packed. You are constantly doing something in every mission. There's no lulls. There's, you know, maybe you might get like a few seconds to catch your breath in between various parts of the mission. But no matter what you're doing, you're constantly having to do something, whether it be maneuvering, dogfighting, or anything like that. So if you're looking for a game that's got a lot of action in it, this is a really good choice. The one thing about it, the single-player campaign is not going to be very long. Then it never has been in Ace Combat. It is involved. The missions can be long if you may have to redo parts of it over and over and over, but you know, if you go ahead and sort of breeze through them, it's going to be short. There's only 18 missions. The replay value comes into play because there's a lot of different aircraft you can use for each mission. Now, like I said, I'm using the F-14 right now, but that was one of maybe 6 or 7 aircraft I could have used for this mission. So I'm going to go back and play it again, and I'm going to use different aircraft, which has different performance characteristics. It's going to look differently, obviously, and it's going to have different weapons. So one of the cool things about this game they put in is what you see right now is actually it's DFM, and I'm not sure if that stands for dogfight mode or dogfight maneuvering, but either way, it basically locks you onto a plane and you get a little bit of assistance in following them. That circle, you see the green circle, when it turns red, that's locking a missile on, and it's also a great way to use cannons. Thing about being in dogfight mode, you'll see me break out of it sometimes. That's because you can't really dodge missiles when you're doing that, so you have to actually hit Y to bust out of it to dodge a missile. And there's some cool little maneuvers that you can do. As far as control schemes go, I use the classic control scheme, which if you move the stick to the left, the plane rolls left. If I want to turn left, I then have to pull back on the stick to engage in the bank. They have a new control scheme that will make it easier for newer players, where if you turn left with your stick, it's going to bank and then it's going to roll you, and then bank you left. So that means it'll turn for you. All you have to do is hold the stick. When you're done with your turn, you let go, it levels you out. The control scheme that I'm using doesn't level you out. You have to do all that stuff yourself. Now, graphics are better than I expected. Ace Combat has always been really slack on the graphics you see on the ground. They've improved that a lot. You can see with the tall buildings and stuff. Now, obviously, it's still not going to be fantastic because most of your combat's done up in the air. One cool little feature, I don't do any ground attack on this mission, or at least the part that I'm showing you on this video, is that when you actually hit something with a bomb down on the ground, it sends out a little shock wave and you can see it ripple. And it has these cool little cutscenes. You've seen a couple of them sometimes when you get a kill on a target. And that's just a nice little cinematic thing that's put in there. The story is actually really good. It's military author Jim DeFelice, I believe is how you pronounce it. I may be wrong. He came up with a storyline. I'm not going to get into it right now, but it is actually a good storyline. I've enjoyed most of the storylines from Ace Combat games in the past, so I was expecting a good story, and I got one. Haven't beaten it yet, but you know, so far so good. Also, other than flying jets, I have flown a bomber. I have flown an Apache attack helicopter on 2 occasions. I have been the gunner of an AC-130 and the door gunner of a Huey. Now, this is nothing like what you're going to be used to from Call of Duty. There's no big red diamonds to show you where ground targets are. You actually have to search for them yourself. Actually fairly difficult. It has a multiplayer. I've only played 1 match of TDM. I came in first place. Had a lot of fun. It was just as hectic as this battle, if not more so. It's the same, all the features that you see in the single player, including dogfight maneuvering, dogfight mode, whatever it is, they're in the multiplayer. I'm going to put up some more videos of the multiplayer later. So, if you guys are looking at this game and thinking about getting it, don't know, you know, there's a lot of games out right now, are coming out, that are going to be taking up a lot of people's time. So, this is a great game, I think, for a lot of you guys to just sort of maybe wait, maybe wait for it to go in the bargain bin. But if anybody's like me and really loves the Ace Combat series, I suggest buying it now. I'm having a blast. The multiplayer was good. Not that many people playing it, but that may change after people are done with the single player. But so that's all I've got for you right now. I'm going to have more videos up later. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you out there.
Target eliminated.